they got Prey indeed. There's the tidal wave, no chance for the Thresh Box. A Wolf taking a lot of damage, but here comes Les Bounce. Zach with the immediate kill onto Prey. Expansion very low in the back lines, not able to get a lot done. Mima with another kill, Watch trying to back off. There's the counter strike, they get it onto Kane. Watch, the only survivor, barely makes it out.
But look at this, Rearus is back at full health again. Raccoon with the most timely Let's Bounces I've seen in some time. They're just going to go ahead and straight up tank this turret.
That's going to be a must ban for Sword next game. They're not going to be able to allow Raccoon to have that.
And Wolf with the clutch play right there, catching Prey out.
Yeah.
And Prey not thinking he was really out of position. That was a max range death sentence, just snagging him from the side.
Oh man, yeah. It's weird when you look at this game and see that the golden kills are so even. Let's take a look at that team fight.
Yeah, again, look at the timing here for Zach coming in, and immediately we see Mima go in and try and burst down Song, and he's very patient too, swapping with the Living Shadow, then coming over to finish off the kill. And so you've got just such great skirmish potential, especially with Rearus now that he has that Blade of the Ruin King. He can 1v1 very nicely and kite out any assassination attempt that's coming his way.
That was like one little sliver of Iron Will away from an ace for Watch. Nice ward kill by No Name, that was pretty sick. But, you know, they've been doing a good job of not allowing a Wolf, or Wolf rather now, to get the Thresh Box off after he gets into the team. But there's so much more to worry about than that. I really feel like, I mean, Watch needs to be saving that Dragon's Raid before Raccoon comes in. But it's tough. The knockup kind of prevents that.
And I love the itemization choice here from No Name, going Trinity Force into Randuin's, and with the problems that Najin Sword has engaging and the leap strike straight into the Randuin's, it's just going to set up everything for Rearus. And they're just going to be able to keep pushing right here. This Caitlyn pick and their ability to dive. They can just dive Najin Sword probably right now.
Yeah, they've got enough of a lead here. We'll see. Nice block, actually. Prey not taking a lot of damage from that ace in the hole. Oh, special. Gotta be safe. Oh, they get a nice stun onto Rearus. Rearus tries to get away with the Thresh Lantern. Here they come in very, very low. Good tidal wave, though. They managed to get Rearus, so that's a big chunk of damage. Taking out for CTU. Can Sword finish up this fight? Expansion in the back lines, doing tons of damage with that Dominus and Sunfire Cape. Sword dominating this fight. Gonna go in onto No Name. A little bit of trouble here. Good counter strike, good stun.
And Raccoon's still alive. They didn't kill him.
They will now. There he goes.
This is pretty sloppy play from both sides. I mean, Rearus getting caught out of position right there. They saw Expression coming in the rear, but leaving Rearus exposed like that was a pretty critical mistake against a team that has so much potential just to blow him up immediately.
Yeah. Caitlyn's not what you would call a durable champion. So they do need to be very careful. Another giant spell picked up for Expression. He is getting so scary. He's got to have very close to 4,000 hit points by now.
3,800 on him.
Yeah. He's kind of getting near unkillable, basically.
Yeah, but the thing is, Jax is just getting scarier and scarier and scarier.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't really help them if Expression, you know, is just the last man living during a team fight where everyone else dies quickly. But, I mean, Sword still has a chance. No doubt about it. I mean, by the numbers, this game looks even, but just by the comp, I mean, it seems like CTU has that edge. But again, you know, it's going to come down a lot, I think, to experience, too. In the super late game, is there going to be a point where Najin Sword's experience starts to win out? Can they kind of make this maybe less than ideal team comp work?
Yeah, I don't know, Noah. I don't know. I mean, the thing is that there have been a lot of mistakes in this game, and all it's going to take is one, you know, getting caught out over and over and over again, and it might just be who is the last team to get caught out here. Yeah,
totally true. Very ARAM-esque.
But they're positioning for Baron, and the vision advantage goes to CTU at the moment.
They do. And see if they can get a counter steal. Maybe. A lot of wards coming over the wall. Expression trying to get in there. He's in the Baron pit. They don't get the steal. Tidal Wave blocking up a couple people in the back. They nearly kill Thresh right away. Oh man, evaporating Bima very quickly is Song. Thresh Box trying to zone a bit. Prey low on health, but a Wolf not really able to get in there and disengage. Double kill though for Rearus already. Where is he? Getting lots of kills there, Song. Very close. Another just insane fight. Peacemaker nearly taking out Song. Nice scan of the Meek. Goodbye, Raccoon. Ace in the hole, though. Doesn't save Zach, but they do trade.
Yeah, but they got the Baron. They're going to get the turret. They're going to get the inhibitor.
I think they are, yeah.
With Rear is still up right here.
That was like the one person they really needed to kill, and No Name can take this turret all day.
Right, and you know he's got Sheen as well with the Trinity Force in order to deal more damage to these objectives.
Yeah.
They're going to be able to take quite a bit right here.
Well, Kane trying to do what he can, trying to delay that inhibitor death, but it's just not going to work. And that's an inhibitor for CTU.
Yeah, we're watching the slow death of Najin Sword right now.
I think so, yeah. Frey looking a little bit disheveled, a little bit shook up.
Okay, well, and Mima has the GA now, so he'll get that second life, so he can survive that first round of rotations. And let's take a look at this Baron fight again right now. And the tidal wave really not doing much. It does hit Rearist, but catching everybody in the back. Another great Let's Bounce right there. It opens up a lot of opportunities for Rearist. And look at that, pulling Expression right into the box and then immediately using Blade of the Ruined King on him as well. You know, with the Blade onto Rearist, the more he stacks HP, the more damage he's going to take. So.
Yeah. I mean, they did a good job of wrapping up Mima initially. I mean, it was great. I mean, Kane's been playing really well, I feel like, on Nami this game, but the rest of the team just hasn't been able to keep up. I mean, he's had great tidal waves, great Aqua Prisms that helped him get Mima right away before Mima was really able to do any damage on Zed last fight. But it's a team effort, you know? I mean,
yeah.
That's the truth.
Well, here we go. The pressure has begun with the super minions pushing down the middle lane.
Yep.
And Caitlyn traps are going up. Everything is getting set up, but
what's been interesting is that Sword has really been trying to use Syndra as their engaged champion. You know, I mean, they've been using those stuns from her W to set up a lot of their dives, and it's just, yeah, it's for one, it's a little bit difficult to hit, so it's not the most reliable thing, and the other, it's such a slim margin, you know, it's such a small window for people to react. Oh, they catch Song. Expression coming in the middle of everything, a good tidal wave yet again. Frey immediately insta-gip though. This is not going to go well for Sword. CTU coming in as best they can. The turret's still up a bit. Watch in the middle of everything. A good Aqua Prism actually on the No Name comes in. Not able to quite take out Song, and actually Sword turns it around.
Well, by catching out Rearist like that, they took away all the damage. If Rearist dies first, Sword knows they can win team fights.
That's very true,
because even though Mima also has a Blade of the Ruined King, his melee range, and he's just going to be able to be tied up too easily by the variety of disables and CCs that Najin Sword has. So, I mean, kind of a wash right there, but Rearist, I mean, he needs to be careful. Watch with the ward hopping moves in order to get that. Nice mechanics from him to save really the game right there, because that was the game hanging in the balance.
And let's take a replay of that fight.
Very nice play.
Oh, look at that again. Yeah, that's the Lee Sin play, man.
So after that, you can see there's just insufficient damage. They get another dragon, however. They increase their gold lead. I mean, it is very narrow,
slightly,
right?
Yeah.
But it's a team comp problem, right? It's a team comp problem.
Right.
Draven just isn't going to do a lot at this point in time.
You know, I would imagine that Sword may think they're a little bit farther behind on gold than they actually are right now. I mean, the feeling is certainly there.
Yeah. Well, another Giant's Belt for No Name too, so he's just getting as tanky as possible as well. And there's a lack of Blades of the Ruined King onto Najin Black Sword, so it's going to be a pretty positive build right there.
Yep.
And that'll just be clearing out buffs, of course, before we move into some further pressure.
Yeah.
I like the choice actually to give No Name the blue buff right here, because he's just going to be able to output more damage with Empowered Strike, because Zed isn't doing a whole lot in these team fights. He's basically just trying to get as much burst as possible, and you really want the consistent damage on Jax at the moment. So the cooldown reduction, I think, much better used on him, so smart move by CTU.
I would agree. So here we are, another siege on this Tier 2 top lane turret. And Sword a little bit separated, actually. That may cost him the turret.
They used Shurelius to back off of that so they wouldn't actually get engaged on it. Dangerous situation right there. Raccoon taking a lot of damage, but the super minion wave pushing up, and another turret. More map control for CTU as they head up to 7-3 on the turrets.
Yeah. Looking pretty rough for Sword right now. They're going to need to have like a gigantic team fight win, but even if they get that, they still need to push back all these minion waves. One of them super minion powered. So Sword just kind of caught between a rock and a hard place right now.
Oh, Raccoon.
Raccoon in a hard place.
He's had a great game. I mean, there have been a lot of mistakes in this game from both teams, but Raccoon has been on top of it in terms of these engages, in terms of these steals. Wonderful play from him, regardless.
Definitely,
and Rearus as well.
Yeah.
Rearus has had some positional errors, but part of that is his team too. You don't know what play calls are going on that causes teams to move in certain ways, so they're not always necessarily his fault.
Yep. Caitlyn, man, she lives on the edge. When she shoots that net, the neck, it's my brain is apparently going, we've reached that point, but when she shoots her net, she flies backwards, but she doesn't look backwards. She just trusts that she's going to like go between the trees.
That's true
if she
skill.
Goes over a wall, yeah, man. She knows.
So we may be waiting for another Baron now.
I think that's quite likely, yeah.
As we go back into Ward Wars for a little bit. Raccoon, the one with the Oracle this time around.
Yeah. 3-5-13 this game.
Very impressive play.
Yeah. He set up a lot of great stuff for his team. Those early fights as well, the Let's Bounces and the early team fights in this game really were kind of the defining point to sort of set things up for the way they are now. Really, really cool stuff.
Okay, well, the lane defense continues. There's Baron.
Yep,
back up once again. He's always caught, just like Dragon, in that Promethean quandary where he's constantly respawning and then getting killed once again.
There's got to be like other holes in the ground somewhere else that he can come out, you know? I mean, is he just like stuck in there? I mean, like, did someone like staple his tail to like the inside of that hole or something? Maybe.
Slinks down and then comes back out after giving up his juicy buff.
See, the thing is he's got a lot of eyes, but he doesn't have any eyelids. So burrowing through the ground, underground, that scrapes your eyeballs, man.
He has diamond eyeballs.
Maybe. Oh.
Draven.
Hooray.
Draven. That recall animation is pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh, so the Baron dance continues.
It does indeed.
And Prey picks up a GA now.
Oh boy, we're into that phase. I think we're going to have GAs for a lot of members of the team pretty soon.
Have GAs for Rearus, GAs for Mima, GAs for Prey.
Yep. And no Dragon attempt just yet. Getting the vision, clearing out the wards. I wonder if Riot's made my champion yet.
They were working on it.
By the end of the cast, for sure. Oh, Raccoon getting a bit caught. Not able to quite capitalize and make it a pick, but scaring him a little bit. He's going to need to shed some chunks and then take them back up again to get help.
That's how it works.
Yep.
Okay, well, they did enough damage to Raccoon that he's going to have to go back. You know, he doesn't have a ton of items right now for 42 minutes into the game. He's been spending a lot of money on wards and oracles so far.
Good for him.
Well, it does make him a little bit more vulnerable.
It does.
Especially as this Syndra just gets more and more damage, having just probably like 500 AP right now.
Yeah, she's pretty scary. I mean, she can nearly 100-0 someone right now. Probably can 100-0 Rearus, I would imagine.
All right, they're going for it again.
Yep, here's the Baron. All right. Will we see a steal this time? Can Sword get this? Can they get the good fight? Oh, a nice tidal wave into the Baron pit. Can they capitalize on this? No Name coming out immediately, trying to engage Rearus, having a really good position in this fight, but so far Sword picking up a kill or two. Song on the outside with great positioning, and this may actually be Sword's fight. Rearus doing a lot of damage. Can he 1v4? Maybe. Ace in the hole coming in, not quite taking out anybody. And so it's a 1 for 5. Rearus surviving and Sword not really wanting to chase that one. Can they get anything out of this, though? That's a question.
Well, they should be able to push up at least a little bit. They are quite low, so they have to be very careful of Rearus, but yeah, he has to be worried about the dive. I mean, Watch does have this he's got the Thornmail now, so they've identified just the AD threat that's coming out of Zed and Caitlyn, and are dealing with a very nice 90 caliber out there to dodge.
Yeah, pray back up to full health as well. So I mean, they do have some sustain, I guess you could say, and it's certainly going to be an inhibitor. So Sword's inhibitor comes back, and they take CTUs at the same time. This game is suddenly wide open again.
Absolutely.
Interesting. Now, when Sword backs, because I feel like they do need to go back, is this going to be a Baron opportunity for CTU, do you think?
We'll have to see if they can get it fast enough, if they can identify it. If they can stop the recall in any way, it would be really good, but they're not going to be able to get it. And I don't think they can do the, I mean, they can do Baron very quickly, but it's probably not worth the risk right now.
And you know Sword's going to just make a beeline near there if they do decide to go for it. So much vision too, so yeah, you're right. Indeed, they're going to settle with Dragon.
And this game dead even to gold still, 45 minutes in.
Wow, one of the closest games of League I think we've seen in a long time. And I gotta say, what a testament to Najin Sword's skill to take this comp and just kind of make it work. I mean, they've all been playing really well this game. It's very interesting. Oh, but there's the pick. All right, they do decide to go for it. They catch Mima. Mima very low on health right now. Can they finish him off? Expression pops Dominus. Gets stunned by the Counter-Strike, so that's one ultimate down. That takes a bit of team fighting potential away, but it may set up a Baron.
Yeah,
thinking about it.
They do have to go back now, that's the thing. So can they take the Baron in the meantime? CTU continues to push the super minion wave out, and Najin Sword's still looking for this pick. They still have the Syndra ultimate to use right here.
And it's going to do a ton of damage to whoever they give it to. Prey, going a little bit. Oh, they're going to jump onto Riros. Oh, the kick doesn't quite work. Riros gets his flash out of there. The box not hitting a whole lot of people. Does Najin Sword have quite enough? Riros again with good positioning. Song as well. Najin Sword picks up the first kill, but it's Riros they have to worry about. Although Najin Sword is taken. Oh, the Aqua Prison misses. They might have been able to get the carry, pop the GA, but Najin Sword, man, just using that superior fighting. Man, their team fights are looking really good right now.
They're also splitting up very effectively, which isn't giving Raccoon the same ability to use Let's Bounce that he had earlier. So the positioning much better. And then on the earlier Baron, too, Kane coming up huge with the four-man tidal wave that time. Very big difference.
I gotta say, too, I mean, Song is doing a great job of being a utility Syndra, hitting all those stuns, setting up those kills. Kane gets taken out by Rios, a ton of damage on that ace in the hole. Oh, a Wolf may pay for it, though. Yeah, they do get him. A lot of damage. That stun, the thing is the stun from Syndra is so scary because of the damage that's going to follow it. Getting hit with that is going to be like instant death for anybody now.
Yeah. Oh, boy. So now Baron and a slight lead for Najin Blacksword. They should be able to push this advantage, but the last time CTU was in this position, they got caught out a little bit in top lane. So if Najin Sword can come up, though, they can actually just kind of grind this one out right now.
Yep. Certainly possible. And I mean, I feel like they can't have been planning, hey, we'll get to the 15 minutes and then everybody will be doing so much damage that it won't matter, but it's working out for them.
Yeah, I mean, at this late point in the game, it's just such a scrappy affair whenever you get to the ultra late game. So they may be able to kind of pull this one out of the fire, but it's
kind of like gone full solo queue in this one.
Yeah, yes. I think that is a great description of this game. This game is full solo queue.
We've gone full solo queue, yep. Well, and I mean, what that means is that it's down to a lot of individual skill now. And I feel like in this situation, that's going to give Sword a bit of an edge. They do have the experience. They've got the talent.
Okay, well, here it comes. They're shoving this minion wave in right now. They're trying to find someone in the jungle. They're clearing out the wards. They're playing very methodically.
Yeah, they need to as well.
And this is where the experience edge comes in for Najin Blacksword.
Oh, certainly. They're going to feel much more comfortable in this situation than CTU is. I mean, we're at 50 minutes. Not a lot of games last that long. And Sword coming in with the siege on the tier 2 turret.
Just gotta wait this.
It is.
Just gotta wait this one out while the super minions push in the mid lane. They're gonna have to send somebody over there. It will be Zed.
Yeah.
Which is actually fine because he's just gonna get melted in team fights. He's much more useful as a cleanup post engage anyway.
Yeah, very true.
Oh, they hit Riros.
Yeah, they got a stun onto Riros, but no follow-up. It's gonna be hard to follow up so deep under the turret. But it's a good start in this, and honestly, Song has pretty good poke with the Dark Spheres.
Yeah, the setup again, very good for Scatter the Beak if he can continue to get the Dark Spheres down.
Yeah. All right. The wall of traps laid down by Caitlyn.
This is going to be a long siege, though.
Oh, yeah. Exactly. Siege of Troy is going to look mild after this one. All right. So they are going to just circle around to that mid lane. Try to make sure that wave stays pushed up if they can. The inhibitor is back already. And is there going to be an engage here? Death Sentence was just used. This may be a little bit of a window for Najin's sword. It's getting so close right now. The inhibitor is just going to go down again. Yeah, they're going to get it. Just back off using that last minion wave. And going to go up to top lane. There's a huge minion wave in top.
Yeah, at this point in the game, though, it can be cleared out so quick. Look at this Peacemaker, boom.
Yeah, very true. Rearus gets caught again. Oh, they nearly went in. Expression was looking for it. The turret already taking some damage. Najin's sword, will they get that opportunity? Mima waiting over the wall. He wants to get that death sentence on the Song.
I mean, look at Mima, or Song's poke right now. That's the thing about this Syndra is so much AP, so much damage.
Yeah.
But Prey having a really hard time with the shorter range. Actually getting, oh wow, yeah. He almost got really badly caught right there.
Yeah, yeah. The turret very low though. Are they going to get it? Yes, they will. There it is. Prey getting caught. There's the engaged rear. So low. The box used defensively. Nice tidal wave coming through the middle of it. Last bounce a bit late. Can it work out? They do pop Prey's GA, but they're going to need a little bit more than that. Expression coming in, looking nearly immortal right now. There goes the GA for Rearus. No Name going down. Sword crushing this team fight. That's going to be another inhibitor. That's going to be possibly the game as well.
And that's where the experience for Sword comes in right there.
Oh,
the patience in waiting for that. CTU had an opportunity to do the same thing.
They did.
The experience winning. There's Watch with a grin on his face as he takes down the game.
And after 51 minutes.
Whoa.
Wow, that is experience. That is veteran play right there. And Najin's Sword takes a crazy team comp and gets a win with it in their first game of Champions Summer.
Yeah, a little bit of an awkward game right there,
yeah,
but
a little bit.
Sword does take the win. Not disappointing like they did in the first game of Champions Spring from the group stages last year where they kind of just imploded.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, well, that'll be it. We will be heading into game 2. One more game left tonight.
Oh man, yeah. And if you stuck with us so long, it's been a long night. Thank you so much. We hope you're enjoying the games. We've got another great one coming up. I know it's going to be good, Monte Cristo. I can feel it.
You can feel it in your Doa bones.
I can. They're vibrating with anticipation. Victory for Najin's Sword over CTU, but man, talk about a scary team. CTU looking really good in game 1.
And especially Raccoon. What a hero for keeping
starting
his team
that off
in the game right there.
with 2 Dragon Steals in a row.
Yeah, really nice play.
We're going to take a break, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more OGN Champions Summer right after this. We'll be back.
Next matchup. Najin Black Sword, CTU, HOT6 League of Legends Champion Summer 2013, round of 16.
왜 이래 나도 바빠 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 왜 그래 너만 바빠 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 왜 전화 안 받아 왜 답장이 없어 왜 나를 힘들게만 하는데 너란 남자는 나빠 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 생각할수록 나빠 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 시간이 남아서 할 일이 없어서 나 지금 이러는 게 아닌데 너란 남자는 나빠 네가 바로 전화한다 해놓고 날 언제까지 기다리란 거야 벌써 3시간째 기다린다만 바보 같아 친구는 기다리지 말래 나만 더 추해진다고 거리에 지나는 연인들 볼 때 혼자 보내는 초라한 birthday 내가 그렇지 뭐 내가 그렇지 뭐 이런 게 내게 더 익숙한데 혼자 보내는 gloomy Sunday 이런 내게 왜 나타나서 왜 이래 나도 바빠 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 왜 그래 너만 바빠 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 왜 전화 안 받아 왜 답장이 없어 왜 나를 힘들게만 하는데 너란 남자는 나빠 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 생각할수록 나빠 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 시간이 남아서 할 일이 없어서 나 지금 이러는 게 아닌데 너란 남자는 나빠 매일 날 이렇게 혼자 두고 뭘 하고 다니길래 바빠 오늘까지 꼭 이래야 퇴근이 내 생일날 이건 말도 안 돼 더 이상은 나도 이해 못해 지금 바로 달려와 아니 날라와 아니 오늘부터 정말 끝이야 나랑 있어도 자꾸 한눈 팔 때 문자 보내도 답장 없을 때 네가 그렇지 뭐 네가 그렇지 뭐 이런 게 내게 더 익숙한데 혼자 보내는 gloomy Sunday 그런 너를 왜 사랑해서 왜 이래 나도 바빠 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 왜 그래 너만 바빠 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 왜 전화 안 받아 왜 답장이 없어 왜 나를 힘들게만 하는데 너란 남자는 나빠 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 생각할수록 나빠 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 시간이 남아서 할 일이 없어서 나 지금 이러는 게 아닌데 변명이라도 해봐 baby 무슨 말이라도 좀 해봐 baby 넌 내게 왜 이러는데 자꾸 왜 이러는데 계속 이런 식이라면 헤어져 Oh you should be my lover 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 날 아껴줘 forever ever ever 널 사랑하는 게 너처럼 잘 안 돼 왜 나만 힘들어지는 건데 너란 남자는 나빠 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 생각할수록 나빠 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 시간이 남아서 할 일이 없어서 나 지금 이러는 게 아닌데 너란 남자는 나빠 뜨겁게 비추는 저 태양과 파란 하늘 둘이 놀러 가요 지금 우리 둘이서만 Summertime Summertime I got a feeling 두근대는 느낌 꼭 잡은 두 손 놓치지 말고 나와 함께 뛰어봐요 Summertime 하루 종일 고민했어 예쁜 옷을 샀어 오늘만을 생각했어 며칠을 못 잤어 I just make it good day 오늘은 holiday 벌써부터 떨려 내 가슴이 떨려 말해줄까 고민됐어